Home prices in Orange County and California have not fallen enough to create a significant improvement in housing affordability. And to help show this, I wanted to walk through a quick example of a home buyer's monthly mortgage payment if they purchased the median priced home in April compared to if they purchased the median priced home in October. And keep in mind that the median home price in Orange County dropped by about 11.8% between April and October. But at the same time, we also saw a significant increase in mortgage rates. And I'm Tim Hamilton with StellarQuest Real Estate. I am a real estate broker associate in Orange County. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Southern California, feel free to give me a call anytime. My personal cell phone number is 714-486-4086. And if you like to stay up to date on the housing market, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We upload a lot of videos covering different housing market forecasts and other real estate related topics. So before we get into the example, I just wanted to quickly show you this graph I created from the California Association of Realtors Housing Affordability Index, which they just released the data for the third quarter of 2022. And you can see here that for California, the Housing Affordability Index is pretty close to all-time lows since 1991. And if you don't know what the Housing Affordability Index is, essentially they're attempting to calculate the percentage of households that could afford to purchase the median priced home, assuming they have a 20% down payment. And you can see we're down here for the third quarter of 2022, we were at 18%. And, about 30% is much more normal if you're looking at, about 2014 through 2020. And then coming down here and looking at Orange County, we are at 13% for the third quarter of 2022, whereas for that same time period, 20 to 25% is much more normal. And so to walk through this example, we're going to be using a mortgage calculator, and you can find one on our website. If you go to StellarQuest.com, hover over Buyer Services, and drop down to the mortgage calculator section. And so we're going to go here and look at data from InfoSparks to find the median home price for April. This is all property types and all price ranges in Orange County. The median home price for April 2022 was $1,060,000. That's where we peaked. So we're going to come to our mortgage calculator. Our total amount will be $1,060,000 using that median home price. The down payment, we're going to assume 20% down for both examples. So in this case, that would be $212,000. And then we need to get our mortgage rate for April. So I'm going to look here at the Freddie Mac Primary Mortgage Market Survey. Going back to April, we started the month with a weekly average of 4.72%, which rose to 5%, and then just over 5% to finish the month. So we'll use 5% to make it simple. The amortization period, this is where we're going to put 30 years. We're assuming they're getting a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. If you were planning on using a 15-year, you could put 15 in that amortization period field. We hit calculate, and we get a total monthly mortgage payment of $4,552. In this case, if the buyer purchased their home at the median home price in April. So now we need to do the same thing for October. So we're going to go back to InfoSparks. Median home price in Orange County in October 2022 was $935,500. I'm just going to use $935,000 to keep it simple. The down payment in this case was $187,000. Then we need to get our interest rates for October. So the first week of October, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged 6.66%. And then quickly rose up to right under and about 7%. So to be conservative, I'm just going to put in 6.75% for this example. It's a 30-year fixed rate mortgage again. So then we hit calculate, and you can see that we increased to $4,851 a month. So despite the fact that prices dropped, over $100,000, the monthly mortgage payment actually increased by about $300 a month. Now, to be fair, because the price dropped, your property taxes will also be less than if you purchased the home at $1,060,000. So to offset that difference, I, estimated that your property taxes would be about $125 less every month, which would mean that if you purchased a home in October, your total payment would still be roughly $175 more every month compared to if you purchased the median priced home in April. So this really shows you that affordability, there's really been no change. If anything, it's gotten worse because the mortgage rates are much higher than they were back in April. So now that we've gone through that example, I also just wanted to quickly show you another graph that was put together by Stephen Thomas, who is the author of the Orange County Housing Report. And it's a biweekly report where he does a really great job just explaining what is currently going on in the housing market. So if you'd like a copy of that report, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to send it to you. But what this graph is looking at is what is the monthly mortgage payment on the median detached home for each month going back to January of 2018 through September of 2022. And you can see that the monthly mortgage payment was actually pretty stable from about January 2018 through the start of 2021, which is where home values really started to take off. And, we had massive appreciation, near 20% year over year. And you can see that here, things still remained pretty affordable until interest rates also started going up. And so once we had a combination of all-time, record high home prices mixed with much higher interest rates, that's when housing really started to get a lot less affordable. And so I thought it would be interesting to kind of work backwards and see where would the median home price need to end up to get us back to a level much closer to where the monthly mortgage payment historically was from about 2018 through the start of 2021. And so to do that, I just, I used $4,000 a month just to kind of use a round number that's easy, and just try to figure out where would home prices, the median home price, need to be at different interest rates. So to start, I wanted to do 6.5%, because that's currently about where rates are today. They just dropped from over 7%. And that's also very similar to where the California Association of Realtors expects interest rates will be in 2023, according to their most, the forecast that they just put out for next year. And so to do that, we would need to come back down to about 800,000, and that would give you a down payment of 160,000. So at a 6.5% interest rate, the median home price would have to be about 800,000 to get you much closer to that $4,000 a month monthly mortgage payment. And then I also wanted to run this same scenario at 5%. And using the median home price that we're currently seeing at $935,000 in Orange County, you can see that if interest rates dropped to 5%, then the monthly mortgage payment would be about $4,015. So this shows you two ways where housing affordability could get back to a much more normal level in Orange County and California. If interest rates stay at their current levels or even continue to rise, then home values will have to drop to make up that difference and get back to where more buyers can afford to purchase a home. Or if interest rates were to drop substantially, then we could be in a situation where the home prices could stay where they currently are and housing affordability could increase. So if you have any questions about any of this information, feel free to call or text me anytime. My personal cell phone number is 714-486-4086. If you're thinking about buying a home, I'd be more than happy to walk you through this process and help you run some of these numbers to determine, just get a ballpark number of what your mortgage payment might be at different price points. And once again, if you'd like to stay up to date on the housing market, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and please like this video if you enjoy watching it. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.